This is a very good material that we have been using in our university hospital since 2014. We just have a preliminary results. It is obvious that we are looking at the long-term result of this material. We found the material ready to use, pliable, and excellent in reconstructing part of the heart in small children with congenital heart disease. Particularly, we had to appreciate the effort that the company has made in producing a thinner layer, a sort of a sheet material, and also the one with the curvature, because the curvature patch will be extremely important for reconstructing the aortic arch in neonates and children with hypoplasia of the aortic arch. In addition, we're suggesting today to probably design a patch for us to augment the pulmonary artery or some other structure, and this patch will have a natural curvature which will help the surgeon to reconstruct the augment segments of the heart or the great arteries which are probably hypoplastic. Well, the most important positive benefit is that we know for sure that the scaffold won't grow, and whether or not the natural own cells will popularize the scaffold is probably a dream, and well, we'll see in the future. What we are looking forward is some material which is easy and very handly material, and won't calcify in the future, and will help the tissue around it to grow. In other words, in the long term, we're not going to have a narrowing of the area where we have augmented or where we have implanted the scaffold material. Well, the acellularity of the product is important because it is obvious that if we have some residual DNA inside the material, that will trigger some autologous sort of aggression towards the scaffold material, and the end point will be, of course, a calcification, which is not which is important that won't happen. Whether, as I said, this material will be populated by the old cells, I think is probably a little bit too early to come to any conclusion. Our data are still preliminary, and there are several, I will say, other congenital heart defects that we are planning to be treated with this scaffold material. So again, for the time being, we are very happy. We will carry on using CardioCel. On the other hand, we are very concerned about the early long-term results that we're going to be finding. Whether the material, as I said, will be assimilated by the own tissue, and whether it will not calcify, that is something that we are looking forward, obviously.